What's going on, guys? How are you doing? My name is Cheyenne and today I'm going to make a lasagna. Tomorrow is my last day of my summer course. I have an ESL course, English as second language. I'm going to take this lasagna to my classmates and they are going to rate it. Let's see what they think. As always, first let's talk about the ingredients. First we are going to talk about our meat mixture. First we need about 600 grams of ground beef. We need about 1.5 tablespoons of tomato paste, 2 shallots, 4 cloves of garlic, paprika, oregano, salt and black pepper, and olive oil. As always, we also need our cutting board. And here we have about 2 cups of diced tomatoes, which I have blended them. Let's see the ingredients of the sauce. Here we need about 3 tablespoons of cream cheese, 1.5 tablespoon of butter, about 2 cups of heavy cream, oregano, black pepper and salt, and also we need a saucepan. This quantity of ingredients is enough to fill up a tray like this. It is enough for 6 portions. First we are going to mince our shallots. First we are going to unpeel them. Now we are going to mince the shallots. First we are going to cut them in half and then we'll do it like this. When we have minced the shallots, we are going to turn on the stove on a high heat. Now we are going to add olive oil. Don't add too much. Now we are going to add our shallots to our pan. After a few minutes, when your onions are changing color, you are going to add your garlics, mix them. After 2 to 3 minutes, when you have added your garlics, it looks like this, and now we are going to add our ground beef. After about 8 minutes, it looks like this. Now we are going to add our tomato paste. Now we are going to season it. We are going to add about 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1.5 teaspoon of oregano, about 2 teaspoons of salt, and about 1.5 teaspoons of black pepper. And also, as I don't know the spice tolerance of the students, I'm not going to add chili to the meat mixture. If you have a high spice tolerance and you enjoy, you can add chili to the meat mixture. And now after a few minutes that we have added our tomato paste and seasonings, we are going to add our crushed tomatoes mixture, which we have blended it, about 2 cups. Now we'll mix it and let it cook. We are going to put the lid on. We don't need to cook this too much because it's going to cook again in the oven. After about 10 minutes that we have added our crushed tomatoes, it's ready. Be careful, don't try it. Otherwise, when you make it, you'll get a dry lasagna that is not going to taste well. Now we'll put this aside and we are going to make our white sauce. I dare say that this recipe tastes amazing. I have made it in many parties. It tastes incredible. Hope you try it and enjoy. We need a medium to high heat, and now we are going to add our butter. Let it melt. Don't use high temperature, you are going to burn your butter. If you burn it, it gets a dark color. When the butter has melted, we are going to add 3 tablespoons of cream cheese. Let it melt. When the cream cheese has melted totally, now we are going to add about 2 cups of cream. Now we should let this cook until it gets thick. You should stir it continuously to avoid overflowing and burning. Now we are going to season it with about half a teaspoon of black pepper and 1 teaspoon of salt. And half a teaspoon of oregano. Let it get a little bit thick. Be careful, don't make it too thick, because when it gets cold it will get thicker. It should look like this. Now we are at the final steps. At boiling temperature water, we are going to add about 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil. We are going to cook the lasagna sheets. Half a tablespoon of salt. Put the lid on and let it boil. So as that too many people are going to test this lasagna, I'm not going to add things like spinach, mushroom. They might have allergies. If you want to add spinach, you don't need to cook it. You can add it in layers. And about mushroom, you can boil it a little bit, around 2 minutes, and then you can add it on layers. You should check the lasagna sheets cooking time on their packaging. It always varies. I'm using fresh lasagna sheets. I need to cook it less. They are soft, they are not like other lasagna sheets. They look like this. When the water is boiling, I'm going to add my lasagna sheets. I cook this fresh lasagna sheet for about 1 to 2 minutes. Don't add too many sheets together, otherwise they will stick together. Now it's ready. We'll do this to other sheets also. After 1 to 2 minutes, when the lasagna sheets cook, you should rinse them with cold water. They won't stick to your hand or to the other sheets. Here we have our meat mixture. Here we have our white sauce. Here we have mozzarella cheese, olive oil, our tray, and our cooked lasagna sheets. I recommend you to use gloves in this step. First, we are going to add a little bit of olive oil. Now we are going to add our lasagna sheets. You should cover the whole surface like this. Now we'll add our white sauce. You need a thin layer of sauce. Spread it well. After the sauce, we are going to add our meat mixture. If you are going to use mushroom or spinach, you should add it in this step. And now we are going to add our mozzarella cheese. Add a thin layer of mozzarella cheese. Spread it well. And now I always add a little bit more of my sauce. Add few lines. Now we are going to repeat these steps again. It's ready now. Just it needs to get in the oven. I'm going to cook it tomorrow and I'm going to take it to my school. Now it's in the oven and temperature is 375 degrees of Fahrenheit, or you can use 190 degrees of Celsius. You should cook it about 30 to 40 minutes. It depends on your oven. Just check it. You should have a golden color on the top. It looks like this. It's ready. At the last 3 minutes I turned on the grill also so I could get this nice color. These are the scores that my classmates gave me. So let's take a look. 10 out of 10, 10, 10, a billion out of 10, 9.8, 100, 10, 17, 100, 10, 10, 9.5, 7.5 plus 1.5, 9 out of 10, 11, 9, 100. Don't forget to like and subscribe my channel for supporting me. See you guys next week.